Hey, what's going on guys? It's Boost HG here, and today I'm doing a full setup tour video as a way of saying thank you for 400 subscribers. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. So as you can see, I've got perfect cable management, I wish. This is one of the main extension cords for where quite a few devices are actually plugged in. Just on the safe side, I've actually got two of these, and they are both surge protected just in case one device decides to blow up or decides to trip. If that happens, the whole of the room will completely shut down, completely go down into lockdown mode to protect everything else. So if we move to the right hand side, I have a 2.1 speaker system for my TV. This is the Logitech X140 series. I bought these 4 years ago, so I'm not sure if they're gone obsolete now. These are perfect speakers, perfect quality. They've got good bass. They've also got good mid tones and highs. You can adjust the bass down there. You can also plug in your headphones, and you can adjust the volume on the further side. So just behind that, or to the left of that, I have my main Super Hub. This is where I get my internet access, and it's got, some of the devices run off wireless, like the laptop and the iPod, for example. But all my computers, my PS3, as you can see, run off Ethernet port behind there. So if we move around to the front, I have my two PS3 controllers on the top right there. I have my Sanyo 32-inch TV. This is it goes right up to 1080i. It doesn't do 1080p, and it's mainly used just for watching TV. I did used to game on it quite a while back, but the response rate, as you all know if you are a gamer, was pretty bad, and there was quite a lot of delay. So I then decided to go ahead and purchase a monitor. So below that, I have my original GameCube. If I take that out, this GameCube's actually got an LCD screen on top, so you can plug and play off the screen rather than hooking this up to your TV. I'm sure you did a review of that quite a while back. As you can see, I've got my cable box down there, which is plugged in via HDMI. I've got, pretty much the main source for my gaming recording, my HD PVR. Below that, I have my original PSX, or the original PS1 as some may call it. This still surprisingly does work without any problems. I mean, this is for a device that is nearly 20 years old. That is quite amazing how this device still works. And below that, I have my original Xbox, still works of course, as well as the GameCube. And of course, my all-time favorite console, my Sony PlayStation 2, which sits on top of its newer brother, the PS3. So that's my original Slim PS2. Never failed to work on me. And then of course below that I have my PS3, the PS3 Slim. This is the 320GB model. And just to raise back up again, I have one of the main house phones in the games room, which also is able to do internal calling, so you can call downstairs, for example. So if you move up to pretty much the star of the show, I have my two 22-inch monitors. This first one here, I did a review of back in October. This is an LG IPS 22-inch monitor. As you can see, I've got my two backgrounds of New York, high-rise, love those two backgrounds. But yeah, these are two 22-inch monitors. This one on the right-hand side is an AOC LCD monitor. So of course this is an LED, that's an LCD. But in terms of picture quality and all that resolution, it's pretty much good. I don't really see any difference when I'm using both of them at the same time. This isn't going to be used as if this is not used as a secondary monitor if I'm doing any heavy editing. It also doubles up as a monitor for my PS3, so I can game off that since it does have HDMI input. So behind that, I have my Logitech L11 speakers, another 2.1. This is just for the monitor, so for when I'm gaming, I can plug that into the monitor since it does have a sound card output. And then below that, so as you can see, I've got my two microphones. So the first one is the Goodman's Dynamic microphone, and the second one, of course, my main one that I use in most of my videos, the BM700 condenser microphone. I have the keyboard for the computer below me. Now this is a traditional office style Dell computer. It's not very fast, but I mainly use it for word processing, doing PowerPoint, since my main gaming PC does not have that capability. Now, I haven't actually ran Microsoft Office. I've actually bought this Dell PC with Office on it, so I decided just to use that for doing any Word documents or doing any PowerPoint presentations. So if you move to the right hand side, of course, this is probably where I do all my work on this monitor right here, if I'm not using the secondary monitor. As you can see, I've just got a Genius mouse along with a keyboard of the same brand. And of course, I've got my main powerhouse, my AMD custom built PC. This is the FX 4000 series. What was that? This is the FX 4000 series. I've also got the voice recorder and my USB hub. So I can plug in multiple USB devices without any problems. I know it's a bit dusty behind there. So that's pretty much my custom built PC. I'm going to take a look at that. Then to the right of that, I have the subwoofer for my, yet again, Logitech speakers that are hidden behind this monitor. As you can see, but this is for the Logitech LS21 series. 21 series of speakers. So to the right of that, I have a hook. It's mainly a curtain hook, but that's where I just simply put my Plantronics headset, which I use when I'm doing any editing or just listening to music on YouTube. They're a fantastic pair of headphones, good quality, and I love them to bits. So here I have my office chair. I have no idea what brand it was. I just saw it and bought it because it just looked lovely. Very comfortable. It's got 2 armrests, and I spend quite a lot of time in this chair doing any work or any editing on the PC. And I finally figured out what had fallen behind a couple of minutes ago, which didn't happen. It was my camera on this tripod. Yep, so this is my D3100 DSLR camera by Nikon. I'm definitely trying to get a review done of this camera, since this is what I use to do pretty much all my videos now. Apart from this one, of course, I'm using my iPod for. And this is just mounted on my tripod here, as you can see. But I'm definitely trying to work on a review for this camera. So if you move to the right, this is a product that I've actually been working on, but I did work on a couple of years back. It was my quest to try and build an arcade machine. I don't know why. And yeah, this is pretty much the turnout. As you can see, it's aged pretty badly. I mean, it was very, very custom built, so to speak. What it mainly is just a simple coffee table, which I just converted. I just shelled out the middle, and I just got some, I think this is a Perspex glass. I just got that off eBay, and it's got some cheap wooden board to make the panel at the top and the panel at the bottom. We'll try and do a full review of this if you want to know more about it, but it still works. And what it does, it connects by using a 10-meter RCA cable. I can simply connect this to my PS2, and hidden behind the Perspex glass is of course a 15-inch TV. And then of course that below that, this is kind of like a racing simulator, so I decided to put a wheel on it, the Ferrari 5-in-1 steering wheel, which is compatible with like the GameCube, Xbox and PS2. And then on the topic of steering wheels, I've also got my Logitech 900-degree turn wheel. This is the Logitech GT. Sometimes when I'm using it on the PS3, it'll be hooked onto this desk over here. But just for the time being, I've actually just got it down here when I'm not using it. As you can see, I've got the beats behind there, and we've got the pedals for the Logitech wheel below that. As you can see, I've got quite a lot of Logitech gear in this room. So to the right of that, I've simply got a bag. This is my camera bag. If I'm taking the camera anywhere, I just store it in that bag. And of course, here I've got my leather settee, leather bed settee actually, or sofa bed, whichever you want to call it, and it just sits here, so everyone just sits here. When I'm watching TV, I just sit on this chair and, you know, just chill out, as you can say. This is of course the TV remote on the side. Something you probably see all the time in the videos, this is the Goodman's karaoke machine. To the right of that, I've just got a bunch of blank DVD-R discs. I've also got my PSP, which is in this case, and this is the original PSP. Yeah, original PSP 1000 sits in there, still works. So I've also got my notebook, which is in poor condition. As you can see, the hinges all broken up down there, so I tried to tape it up with some duct tape. Still falling apart, but surprisingly the laptop or the notebook still does work surprisingly well, but I don't really use it for that much work at all. So below I just got all my Rev games, PS2 games there, PS3 games there, DVDs, GameCube games, more PS2 games, and there's a whole bunch of anime, which I also enjoy watching, and just more DVDs. And so yeah, that is pretty much the room. It's a very small room. It's not crammed with loads and loads of stuff. I've tried to get as much in as possible for what I need to do in the room. And this is pretty much the setup, as you can see. So yeah. And also what I forgot to mention, of course, is I have my daily driver. Yeah, this is my daily driver, the Sony Xperia L, and my other pocket camera, the JVC FM22. So anyway guys, from Boost HD here, thank you for watching, take care, and of course I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.